Milo here, and I've actually gotten into playing some of the custom maps that are on Starcraft. And this one actually is called Tower Defense Tycoon. And pretty much it's just like any other tower defense game with kind of a little bit of a twist. It's supposed to be that you have a theme park that you're building. And the faster you build your towers and upgrade your towers and spend your money, the more spectators you're going to get over here. And then the bigger and better your towers are, the more you can charge for admission. And popularity right now, that's pretty much the best way to explain popularity is it's your lives in any other tower defense game. If something leaks through your end of the tower here, you lose popularity. You gain a little bit of popularity each day, and there are some buildings you can build to increase your popularity as well. So pretty much what I do here, what I was doing here is me and my friend played this for a while, and we were doing okay. And before this game I played here, I beat it because it has 50 days total. I beat it, but at the end my popularity was below 0, so my park didn't get purchased by like some millionaire tycoon guy. Even though I beat it, I really didn't get a good score. So this game I actually did beat it. I did have enough popularity to pass. I think I passed with 90% popularity. And it was just trying different things, just the way any other tower defense game works. In the bottom corner here, you build your assault towers, and you build your blast towers. See, they have different tier levels available, and you build your support towers. Now, the first two towers, all they do is take money, and they take research, which you learn here in a minute. And the last one, support tower, takes supply depot. Like right now, in the top corner here, I can only have one support tower out. This one slows down units. The next upgrade one slows them down even longer. And then the other ones just kind of work with the other towers. I really don't use these two. What I end up using is like the hydro sprayer to get some water on the tower so that when my kinetic tower does damage, it counts as more damage, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot to explain with the game. But pretty much this is a really like fun little game to play. It has a lot of humor packed into it if you read like what these guys have to say on the screen in between, what your little Zergologist says here and what your Engineer Lester says. It's actually kind of funny.
Upgrade complete.
See, and I was playing here with my buddy Otis here too at the end. So what I do end up doing in this game, what I end up finding out is there's two very nice weapons in here. If you're gonna play this game the first time, you have a nice one here called your auxiliary tower, which is pretty much a siege tank. It does damage, and if the target is below a certain percentage of health, it can insta-kill it. Well, the awesome thing about this is you can redirect the kills from this unit to any other unit on the board that's not being focused by something else. And the other thing I built is called a blood tower. It's a weak tower that permanently increases damage after each kill. Well, when you build this thing, you know, it really doesn't do much damage. But this guy does. So what you do is you have this guy focus this guy, and he pretty much starts building up the kills. And so I end up in the game with some super powered blood towers that are just destroying shit. Okay, also you gain money by killing stuff. You gain minerals drop every once in a while from beasts, and your little medevac will pick it up and drop it off your command center. You have a mule here, the foreman, which either can build supply depots or it can build any of these kind of buildings. So I built this here, and this allows the unlock for assault tower tag, blast tower tag, and support tower tag. So pretty much you use your minerals to buy any of these upgrades or to build more support depots if you want more support towers. Or you're going to build facilities. And what facilities do is they have certain bonuses. Some facilities will increase the amount of spectators you get each day. Some facilities will increase the amount of money you get each day. Some will stun the enemies for a couple of seconds. They'll stun them like once every day for a couple of seconds. Use your Vespene gas. Like say it says install refractor beams. You can use the gas to upgrade the turrets. And now when you upgrade this certain turret, it'll go for all Spitfire turrets currently and that you build. So pretty much eventually, let me pause here and I'll scoot ahead to where I start using the other towers. Alright, back here again, and so I've built some of these auxiliary towers, and pretty soon here I'm going to build some of the blood towers with my little SCV guy here. Let's scoot up, let me speed it up just a little bit.
Upgrade complete.
You also know, I don't know if you noticed, when he builds here, he builds instantly. That's actually an upgrade. When you get past level 10, your foreman will be able to drop down the first upgrade center, and what I chose for my upgrade of like the 6 it gives you, I chose allows towers to sell for 100% of their investment, and any upgrade or construction is instant. Actually, it really helps me out a lot. So pretty soon here, I'm going to click on one of these guys. See, boom, I focus this guy. So any kill this guy gets, this one's going to get also, and it starts building up energy. And when it gets up to the max energy, it starts doing a lot of damage. But I'm also, later on, I'm going to use 3 gas to increase the maximum level of blood storage to 200, and it gives the ability for these guys to uproot and move to a new location. Because if you destroy these, you lose all that energy and you lose all the damage. You don't want to destroy them. And then also I'm going to choose the Blood Rage, where every kill gets 1 additional energy. So pretty much, yeah. And see, this guy, he's focusing over here on this guy to give this guy kills. See, they got 2 energy already, and he's got 1 energy. Forward through here a little bit. Oh, and then also, for a while here, I built these towers, which is an enhancement crystal, and they base come out with enhanced damage. And I focus more damage on this guy, and then this guy I'm going to choose the ability to decrease the insta-gib threshold, which insta-gib is to instantly kill an item, a unit, but also any buff granted from this tower will be transferred also to the tower I'm focusing, which I choose right here, and I eventually get that as well. And so pretty much when this tower has a buff, this tower has a buff, so it's 2 towers getting a buff, which is actually really nice. And when these things start getting powerful, it gets a little ridiculous. So I will pause again, and I'll get more towards the end where I'm blowing shit up. And later on in the game here, I've upgraded one all the way, and it's at max energy. I also have a couple extra buffs with it. It's being focused by the auxiliary tower, so this tower is going to give it 15% damage boost. I chose one of the upgrades to increase the attack speed. And Zerg Steroids, 20% increased damage. That's from these little extra buildings you get later on. So I'm on day 44 here. And this thing is pumping out, what is that, almost 2,600 damage? 26,000 damage, I mean. And see, like, this is a Blood Tower 3 at full energy. See how much damage it's doing? You know, about 2,500? 2,500 instead of 26,000. Now, this thing costs a lot to get it built all the way up. I mean, the last upgrade on it is like, I don't know, 5,800 minerals. But that's still cheaper than, like, say you want to upgrade this one all the way up to the top corruption. It's 27. The last upgrade for this one is 8,100, and it still does not do the damage this thing does. This thing is cheaper in the long run. That's what was awesome about these. I got so many of these at 200 that eventually I get enough minerals, and I can upgrade pretty much almost all of them at the end of the game, because you do get a boost of minerals to do the last level of the game. Right here, I had upgraded the wrong tower to number 4 that didn't have enough energy. Could have upgraded this guy. I mean, I could have upgraded this guy. But pretty much this part right here, these little guys are running to build the size of this Colossus, even though it says amalgamated spider bot. Anyway, so I'll slow it down here, and you can see how much damage this thing's going to pump out once this guy gets all Mr. Big style. Slow it down to normal, normal speed here. There you go. I have these cannons that are going to stun it a couple times, and look at him. Pretty much this thing doing all the damage. It's just, he doesn't even get that far. I'm telling you, the blood towers are the way to go with the auxiliary towers, focusing them. I've upgraded a couple of the auxiliary towers as well, but it's just outrageous. And if you don't want to see the end here, then go ahead and stop watching the video now, because I'm going to skip ahead to the end so you can see when you get the mineral boost how much damage you're going to get from everything. And this is the last boss here. So as you can see, they give you all this extra money at the end of the game to try to upgrade a lot of your towers. So I went and got a lot of these Blood Tower 5s. This guy doesn't have max energy yet, but it's pretty much the Odin from the campaign game. And he can be a pain, I guess, because he does stun your towers, which If you weren't using the blood towers, once he stuns him and he gets past here, you can just destroy all these because I get 100% return. And you can just rebuild these later to make sure you kill him. Pretty much once you get to this point, you're going to kill this thing. But as you can see, my buddy lost to its popularity. I was down to 90%. So he's still playing the level, but what happens at the end of the game is you get a score based if your part gets bought out. So I'm sure I could still do better, which I'll try to do. But my park doesn't get bought out and I do get a final score. And also I played this on the normal difficulty, so I'm going to have to go back and I'm going to have to play this on the harder ones to see how I do. I also play like the epic music here at the end of the game. I got to this point, I mean, he's got like no HP left. He's pretty much one shot from one of these will kill him. It's like, come on. He blows up. We'll speed up just a little bit here. He bought me for 200 grand because I beat it on normal. So my final score was 308,312. My buddy's final score was 79,000. So hope you enjoyed the game. That's one way to beat it. I'm gonna think of trying different towers later on to try a different strategy or beat it on another level. But this is a really, really fun game. It's got some good humor. It's a good game to play with your buddies. So go ahead and check it out. Tower Defense Tycoon. Otherwise, have a good day.